Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Now, I kind of want to talk to you guys about something slightly, just like comment on it and speak about it. In my opinion, and this is just like an opinionated video, I personally think that Yandy does not respect mendeecees opinion about anything. Okay, I want to talk about specific big issues. I don't think she respects his opinion because, like, I seen like a clip. I haven't seen the whole thing. I want to start off saying that. So maybe there's more context. However, I haven't seen the whole thing. The clips that I've saw has just been like, oh my gosh, she don't respect this man. That's been my reaction when I seen these clips, right? And I kind of want to talk about it a little bit with you all. Okay, I personally don't feel like she really respect her husband just because of how she's been carrying certain situations. Now, as of right now, we know that, Yandy has a sister named Keisha. Keisha's trying to have a baby. And for whatever reason, her eggs are not working right, and she can't have, or she's not being able to produce. So, Yandy's taking it upon herself to offer her eggs. Like, hey, I'm gonna, you're my sister. You want a child with your DNA? You can have my eggs to have a baby, right? Which is a very beautiful thing for her to do. And I commend her for doing something like that. So brave to give somebody your eggs. It's like, I'm gonna give you a baby, basically. Of course, the fertilization, all of the extra stuff has to happen, but Yandy's saying, hey, I want you to have my eggs is a beautiful thing, right? My only issue is she didn't speak about it with her husband. Now, when the conversation was brought up, he seemed very confused about it. And then he seemed like he did not want it to happen altogether. He was, visibly against it. And he, expressed that to her. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't want this to happen. And he just seemed like really confused about the overall process of everything, right? Now, at that moment, they didn't really get into it deeply, but she knew that he wasn't okay with it. I feel like, in my opinion, this was the time to where she should have made sure he had a clear understanding before giving her sister the A-okay. Because when you're married, this is not a boyfriend. This is not somebody you just kicking it with. This is your husband. I feel like you need to have that conversation. You need to over-explain to where there is no confusion and both of you guys come to a understanding before you make decisions. You don't just make a decision knowing that this person, just doesn't want this to happen, because then it comes off as though like you just don't care about his views and care about his opinion. And that's exactly how Yandy looked in the clip when she decided to move ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the clip to where she brought it up and he just seemed like he was against it.
Keisha's been trying to have a baby for some time now. Her eggs aren't doing what they need to do, and what we're thinking is I'm gonna give her one of my eggs and she's gonna have a baby.
Wait, you give her one of your eggs, she carries a baby, but that's your child.
No, it's not gonna be my child, it's gonna be her baby.
But if she used your egg,
no,
because that'd be the same equivalent to you giving someone your egg and getting surrogate to carry for you.
It's not gonna be with you. It's not gonna be like your sperm or anything. Instead of going to a stranger to get an egg to have a baby, it's better to go to a family member.
Then that's not her baby. That's your baby. Our children would be walking around here with a sibling.
That's not their sibling.
Thinking it's their cousin.
It is. That's what we're gonna tell them. What are you talking about?
You sound dumb. That kid is just as related to them as mendeecees in the scene, but they calling it their cousin.
That sounds ridiculous.
It's the truth. Mathematics.
It's not. It's Keisha's baby.
So you want everybody to live a lie?
That's not living a lie. Mendeecees people do this all the time. You have to get up to date.
Get up to date?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I really feel like after I massage my husband a little more and talk to him and help him understand this process, he will be okay. Like, he has to get to a place of understanding because I have committed this. My heart is committed to doing this for Keisha.
I don't even want him to know what's going on because this is it'll ruin somebody's mind. Anyway, this ain't the time. Hey, Ralph.
Hey.
All right. Ready to go? This is awkward. Huh?
Stop packing.
This is very
Stop
awkward.
packing.
Yeah.
Stop packing.
Enjoy it, man.
Yep.
Now, we both watched that video. It seemed like he was not okay with it. He want nothing to do with it. Like, he didn't like the idea of the entire situation. He didn't even understand the entire situation. He felt like it just felt really confusing, right? And just because he's not understanding does not mean she shouldn't do what she wants to do. I feel like it needs to be a conversation. Over explain, okay? If it's that important to you, have several conversations before you give Keisha the A-okay. I don't think that with that conversation being the conversation conversation had, it's agreeing like, yep, I'm gonna tell my sister that it's a yes, go ahead, boo. Just because that's something you feel it heavy on your heart to do, you need to over explain it to your husband, because you guys are a partnership. This is not just a one-sided situation, and this is just not a boyfriend or somebody you're kicking it with. This is your whole husband. And the fact that she just decided upon herself, hey, I'm gonna do this. That's what I'm gonna do. I have it in my heart to do it, and this is something he's gonna have to understand and gain that understanding, but he's gonna have to be okay with it, because I'm gonna do it. And for me, I didn't like that. Like, girl, what? Like, your whole married. This man is married to you. You guys are married to each other. You don't just make decisions. He don't just make decisions. Y'all have to talk to each other, especially about these big decisions, as far as there being your egg going to somebody else, a whole nother sibling. Like, it's a lot to be discussed within that topic. It's a beautiful thing Yandy was trying to do and is doing. However, I feel like she needed to more so explain it to her husband more before having a conversation with her sister, and then alleviate situations to where everybody now has to explain it to him and make him okay with it. Y'all could have had that conversation privately, but you then gave your sister the A-OK and promised her that this is what's going to happen without discussing it with your husband. And to me, in my opinion, I don't think that shit is okay. I don't think that that's okay. I feel like you and him need to have a united front, a good, solid foundation, then talked about it, figured out all the possibilities and everything before y'all go and take it outside the house, in my opinion. And I don't feel like she respects him. I'm going to show y'all.
I have been suffering with infertility, and I just want to say thank you to my sister, who's going to help me along my journey of conceiving.
Wait, hold on.
She's going to help me. She's going to donate her egg.
Wait, hold on, time out. I thought we was off that.
We're not off anything. Yes, we're going to have a grandchild and all of that.
What the f is going on? What's going on? I thought we had this conversation. Why are we talking about donating eggs right now at a kid's birthday party? I didn't want the kids to know about this at all. This is inappropriate. This sounds like a circus right now. This is like Jerry Springer right now.
Don't ruin Keisha's moment.
Yo, Ralph, let me tell you something real quick.
I have no idea what's going on.
Listen, do you know if Yandy gives Keisha an egg, that's Yandy's child she's carrying, right?
That's not really her child.
It's not her child.
No, we signed papers that once I give her my egg, it's hers. Because I wanted to have a child with my DNA. Who's the next best person to go to? It's my sister. So that's what I wanted to do.
But listen, so you're giving up the child for like adoption or something like that,
right?
No.
She's going to carry.
No. Yandy is not carrying the baby.
Exactly.
They're gonna take the egg and they're gonna insert it in.
They're gonna take mendeecees egg?
No.
But he's gonna be the father.
No, he's not gonna be the father.
That's what I wanted to know.
And this is my problem with Yandy, and it's always been my problem with Yandy. This reminds me of the whole Infinity situation, to where it was just like Yandy was just doing what she wanted to do, forgetting that she and mendeecees had a situation to where they're married, they're a union, they make decisions together. She's not head honcho and making all the decisions by herself. Not when you have a partner, not when you're married, not when you're in a relationship with somebody. This is like the whole situation with Infinity, where she wanted to adopt that child, and Yandy was like trying to do it. Like, I have decided. However, mendeecees did not feel comfortable with it, and his mom, like in that video that I just previously showed y'all, spoke up and was like, listen, you haven't spoken to everybody involved, and you just have this girl in your house around your kids, and you just got her from foster care. You don't know what's going on, and you just make quick decisions, and this person's gonna be around my grandchildren's what mendeecees' mom said when they were trying to adopt Infinity. And this is the whole situation all over again. Yandy makes these broad decisions where her heart is in the right place. However, she doesn't vet the entire situation. She's just going into it like, oh, I have a good heart. I really want to be of help to somebody. I really want to, help somebody and be there for somebody, and, doing all these different things where she don't think about the outcome or the bad part or how this could possibly go wrong. Remember when she was all out here for prison reform? I want to do this and I want to do that. All her heart was in the right place, and these things needed to be done. However, when her husband first came out of jail, he was like, listen, I can't be protesting and everything. I just came from jail. I just did a heavy bid to where I was away from my kids, away from you, away from everybody. I can't just jump and start protesting and all of these different things, because if I get thrown back, into jail, my kids are losing more time with me. Like, Yandy doesn't vet the entire situation before she decides to throw her hat in the ring, and she leaves people with all these, thoughts and, thinking that she's gonna do this and she's gonna do that, and when she doesn't, be at the end and do all of these things, she doesn't perform or, meet these promises, that she's making, people get disappointed, and you know, that's when things go left and hard feelings come, because she's trying to be more than she's able to be. And I definitely understand that, because I'm in a very similar way. I am, but I really do believe in partnership, and I really do believe in speaking with your person and y'all coming together to make these kind of decisions. This is a big decision to make, to just fastly handle it. I don't care how much somebody, you know, wants something, or how much they love you, and how much you have to think about this wholeheartedly, if this is something that you can see yourself doing, and is it the right thing to do? Is it the smartest thing to do? How are you going to do this, and how are you going to handle this, and how are you going to explain this to the child when the child's born? I know people do things like this all the time, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people doing it or her doing it. I just feel like she should have talked to her husband before deciding that this is something that they're gonna do.
When she expressed that she wanted to adopt Infinity, I don't think that he was 100% okay with it. I know that her mother-in-law was not okay with it, her children's grandmother. She had issues with it. She did not trust the fact that Infinity was just gonna come in a home. She said, hey, Yandy, you have children, and I just don't know why you would just trust this girl to come live with you. And she showed concern. So her showing concern kind of led me to believe that her son hadn't been okay with it as well. Because why would she step into their situation, you know, if both of them came up with an agreement? I believe that Mendeecees had an issue with it as well. And Yandy wanted to do what she wanted to do.
You know, I'm kind of worried and skeptical.
You worry and skeptical about someone you never had a conversation with and never met. And Judy, you don't know nobody that told you anything. You making it up. Before she got into the foster care system, her and her mom just have had a lot of issues. It was enough to get her taken out of the home.
Did you talk to the foster parents?
I tried to reach out.
You haven't touched base with the foster care mother or the mother properly, and now she's in your house. We don't know really nothing about her, and I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna be around my grandchildren.
I would never put my children in harm's way or in danger.
Those are my grandchildren.
And those are my children.
And they had a whole hump to where they had to get adjusted to everything. I mean, they're cool with Infinity now, and it seemed like everything has died down and it's a peaceful situation. But when Mendeecees first came out, it was chaotic, because from the start, he did not want Infinity in their family like that. He just didn't. And she made that decision on her own, and just he had to adjust, like he's doing with a lot of things. It seems like she makes these grand decisions and he has to adjust to it. And to me, that doesn't show that she respects him, because I feel like it shouldn't be one person over everything. I feel like it should be a conversation and a partnership. You want something, you talk to your partner about it, and both of you all decide that it's the best thing to do for y'all's union, point blank period, especially big decisions like this. Okay, I didn't like how she handled it, and for me, I just wasn't pleased personally, but I just wanted to give you guys my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think I'm tripping? Do y'all think that, you know, she respects her husband and the way in which she handled the situation was good? Do you think that, you know, she has to make these decisions, that she has to do what she has to do? She can't wait or, you know, think about him or nothing, and he has to, you know, fall along with what she's saying and how she feels and all of these things? But like, how do you think? Let me know. Do you think that she should have had the conversation and made sure there was understanding before she took it outside the home? Or do you think I'm just, you know, overreact? I don't know, y'all. Let me know. I love y'all. Bye.